Graphing linear equations with a scale other than 1. We've done this a little bit. I just wanted to make sure that everyone understands and everyone's on the same page. So if you look, if I gave you a graph and I said, what would be the linear equation? Remember, your equation always has the slope with the x and then plus the y-intercept. So you've probably heard or seen, or I've talked about it being y equals m x plus b. Remember, the slope always goes with m, the slope or the rate of change. And then the b is the y-intercept or starting value when x equals 0. When 0 time has passed, when you've gone, I don't know, whatever your independent is, it's 0 of it. So if you look at this equation, or this line, in order to find your y-intercept, you're going to look at where it crosses the y-axis. Well, this is the y-axis, and it crosses at 5,000. So we know our equation is going to be something plus 5,000. And it's a plus 5,000 because it's a positive. If it was down here, it would be a negative 5,000, but since it's positive, it's a plus 5,000. Okay, now, the equation to find slope, if you're not very good at just counting down and over, remember, it's not down 1, 2, 3. You actually have to go 5,000 minus 3,500. If you notice, you want to look along this line at where it crosses in those grids. So notice I don't have any points, but you know it crosses right there. It also crosses right there, and it was supposed to cross right there, but I didn't do a very good line. But of course, whenever they actually graph it for you, it will be a better line. So the formula to find slope is always y2, y sub 2. So you take the second y value, subtract the first y value, and divide by x2 minus x1. So I'm going to take this point and this point. So we have 0, 5,000. And then we have the point 10, 3,500. Now, if you look at this, you could easily, and this is something that I had a few people do on the interim, which is perfect, you could just make this into a table and find out how much it changed by taking those 2 points. Well, it went up 10, 5,000 to 3,500 went down. 5,000 to 4,000 would have been 1,000, and then 4,000 to 350 would have been another 500. So you could do it that way, but some people like an actual formula. Again, I've told you guys over and over, I don't care how you do it as long as you do it the right way. So y2 means take your second y value, or the y value of the second point, and subtract the first y value. So 3,500 minus 5,000 and divide by x2 minus x1. It is important that this is the second point on both y and x, or you're going to end up getting a negative when you're supposed to be positive, or vice versa. Okay, now type that in your calculator if you can't do it in your head. 3,500 minus 5,000 is 1,500, which is what we said, or what I said just a second ago on this table. And divide by 10 minus 1 is just 10. So we would take negative 1,500 and divide by 10. So it's negative 150. So this is our slope. So I would do negative 150x. So y equals negative 150x. So that is our equation. So notice the 5,000 tells you where it starts, and the 1,500 is the slope.